especially when it comes to content creation, bro. Like there's so much unspoken bullshit that goes into it. Because dudes don't just overnight wake up and be like, I want to be a content creator. It's a matter of the internal things you got to clear to actually allow yourself to be seen, to spread your message, to spread your frequency. And then when you actually get past those internal blocks, now you got to deal with the technical shit. You got to deal with the editing. You got to deal with the camera work, right? You got to deal with those times when you think you're recording, but you're not. When you know you're recording, but the fucking microphone's not on. Like all that tedious shit. But when you can finally get it out, it's beautiful. And when you can express yourself how you intend to express yourself, it's beautiful. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, it's 2025 now, gonna be 2026. Me speaking on, because the past obviously don't exist, but it did at one point. Um, Speaking about times that have led me to this present moment, because this is the most powerful moment that we have access to, is this current present. But yeah, this will just be the first cohesive video where I'm able to just speak as a human, right? Not an athlete, not a basketball player, not any of these other labels that trek after I am, because I simply am. Shit, bro. Can you allow yourself to just be? And I only ask that because even when I think that I allow myself to, or I can't allow myself to, I'm lying to myself. There's some part of my body that's still holding tension, right? There's some aspect of my being that has something unresolved within it. And you have options from there, right? Do I draw awareness to these unresolved tensions, unresolved traumas, unresolved whatever I feel within my body? Or do I basically just distract from them? There's really no other way to put it. Um, and you see how everybody really operates on either of those two choices. That GPS, right? Because you have your mind that's like your regular GPS telling you turn left here, turn right here, go straight for this many miles, right? That's religious. That's just going to always be there. You got 62,000 thoughts a day. But then the part that is beyond that, Taoism is so tweaked, bro. Especially in Eastern texts, bro, they have words, they have phrases to just capture certain aspects of life beautifully, bro.
Between heaven and earth there seems to be a bellows. It is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it works, the more comes out of it. No amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within you.
And I wonder why, because they spent their whole fucking life studying that shit without iPhones, without technology, right? That shit is so beautiful to me, bro. It's so fucking beautiful to me. And I'm sure it's beautiful to everyone. It's just a matter of how well you can comprehend it. But you can only comprehend it for yourself before others start seeing it for themselves. Being younger, just used to getting caught in the in-betweens and trying to dissect something so simple like that. Because although life is simple, that doesn't mean that it doesn't come with its hardships or its complexities, right? But what is simplicity without complexity, right? What is peace without chaos? It's the same coin, it's just different sides. And the big thing is just balancing that energy, increasing your capacity to hold space for both of them. There's only one eternal truth, only one. That is the pathway of God. That is the universal intelligence, right? That is how that essence is leading you. And that looks different for everyone. It looks different for everyone. So don't ever let anyone tell you that where you feel God is pulling you or calling you to be wrong, because they don't know. A lot of people, especially in Western society, don't even know where God is calling themselves, right? They're stuck in a cycle leading themselves, staying busy 24/7, feeling like they got to do this, that, the next thing, right? But can't sit with themselves for 5 minutes in silence, right? Even when you think like you're resting, you're taking downtime, are you scrolling? You got the TV on, like you have all these background noises, right? To where when you actually get placed in some real silence, right? Some real, how do you operate? How long can you stay in it, bro? Are you looking to get out of it because you don't like how it feels within it? There's your true work right there. There's your true work right there. It just feels good to, have a platform to where you can speak your own message freely, your own truth freely, because no matter what space you are in life or in society or in certain environments, oftentimes, like, especially in society, we try and create multiple truths, especially like institutions and systems, create like this guideline that we as humans feel like we have to live up to, when realistically those systems and those guidelines were only put in place for the longevity of the system, for the longevity of the institution, not for the longevity of the person running that system, not for the longevity of the people running those institutions. So, I mean, again, just because it's a, I guess, different way of thinking, or I can't even say that because I'm gonna start arguing with myself, but like, no matter how much you want to accept that as truth or not, it's a truth, right? But that doesn't change the fact that you are still living by another truth, right? That has probably led you your whole life, right? But you have to take a look at what feels right in here. And that's what I'm saying is, if you never give yourself time to sit down, if you never give yourself time in silence, bro, to actually sit in the presence of God, how do you have any idea how these energies or how these things are flowing around you? I don't think it's possible. I genuinely don't think it's possible, right? Because I've been both ways, and I've been in environments where really nobody has done that. Or at least by the way they operate and conduct themselves, it doesn't seem like they do that. And now, every time I'm in the same environment with this person, all I'm seeing from their perspective is just projection, 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 right? They call it the anima and the animus. The unconscious masculine is the animus, the unconscious feminine is the anima. And we'll do a breakdown of all these, don't worry. Um, but just running rampant, running wild in niggas' psychs. Running wild. And the thing is, like, I can only comment and I can only say that because I can catch it when it happens within myself. I can see those times within myself. Um, and I can flash back to those times when they have possessed me within myself before I had the strength and just the trust to hold space for both of those energies.